The other night, lavishly told me that I'm
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now Daniels. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there at a Washington first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd down and 6 now. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. Running free at the 45. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards on the ground. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Tracy. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They could contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's got his big tight end here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Dart. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
To throw is Daniels. This one brought in by Jefferson. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Go, leeg, go.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Ready up. Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Pacheco from 6 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 14, Giants 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down in the yard. Here's Dart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good position to be in here, second and inches. To the air, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Come on. Crack on 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Back to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Paulson and Debo up to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Ready? Kennedy Lions. 18 right.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw, Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Horizon is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. G-Man. 41 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Inaudible here to get a new look. Dart to throw on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Now receiver in motion left. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
at their own 47-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants.
On play action, here's Dart. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It's second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again, here's Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 64 yards rushing for them now to this point.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A beautiful span and room to run. Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The score, Commanders 35, Giants 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing his Dart. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chance. We'll see if they can get the score. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down. Now they'll audible to something else. Dart. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Commanders 35, Giants
I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Let go.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Commanders 42, Giants 27.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now with him and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action, now it's Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's second and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Pacheco, 25 yards. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
27.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing his dirt. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's loose again. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 34.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.